We're live. Mic's good, audio's good. Giving away a OJ Simpson rookie card. Where is it? Got it today in the mail, just in time. It presents really well. The corners are definitely why it has the SGC 3.5, but it presents beautifully. Very nice looking rookie card. OJ Simpson. Welcome. See a few of you in here. Oh, gather my breath. If you do want to play in the giveaway trivia for OJ Simpson, you're going to go to, it's right at the bottom of the screen there, crowd.live. Why am I on this? There we go. It's also on my screen there. Anyways, first 20, 30 minutes, we'll shoot the shit, say what's up. Ooh, I don't know if I guess I'm new to live. I don't think you're allowed to say a bad word in the first 30 seconds. So my bad. Let's check comments, see what's going on. NBA Summer League. Oh, let's go. Nathaniel Harlow, Jabu Collectibles. Am I saying that right? Welcome. I'm going to NBA Summer League tomorrow. Cooper Flag. That's who I'm excited to see. I go every year. Last year I saw Bronny. Not that I was excited to see him. He looked garbage. I think he did get better over the season. I think he developed some. I mean, he has the best coaches, the best facilities, the best talent around him. So I expect him to play a little better today or tomorrow than he did last year. But the Lakers play the Mavericks, so there's already drama with that, the Luka, and then Cooper Flag versus Bronny. Every time I go, the number one pick plays 30 seconds, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Wemby played a half. Wemby, everybody like Zion got hurt, Chet got hurt. They pull everybody. So I hope Cooper Flag plays for a while. Jordan Smith, welcome. Sports Card Queen, welcome. We got 6 people in here. If you want to play in the giveaway for the OJ Simpson, it's going to be 15 questions, trivia. At the end, we'll square up. If I did a couple test shows, and I'm going to keep a leaderboard, so first place will get 3 points. They got nothing. I mean, I didn't have a prize at this point. It was a test, and I think the test went well. There was a couple hiccups, couple questions. So if anything, I'll say all the rules before we play. If you do want to join, go to crowd.live. It's at the bottom there, /R4ZUX. Let's see how many people. I would assume that the 6 or 7 of you are going to play, and I think it will fill up. Right now we have three players. So I think the first 15, 20 minutes, welcome, Beyond Proof. Get in. Hey, no, we just got live. We've only been going a couple minutes. The link is at the bottom. Let me hop in. Tom, welcome. Good day. You've been Tom. My content's always been unique and different, but it's grown, and you really watch it from a long time. I appreciate that, Tom. You also have some unique takes, man. Interesting dude. Let's see. Let me gather my thoughts. If you go to the link at the bottom, here's the OJ Simpson right here. I think there's not too much glare there. It's a 3.5. It actually presents beautifully. It's very nice. A very nice card. It's off center, 1970, and then the corner here have some issues. So that's the corners are definitely rounded and a little beat up, especially on the right side. If you do want to play in the OJ Simpson giveaway, crowd.live /R4ZUX. Jordan Smith, welcome. First place tonight will get 3 points on this leaderboard. Second place, 2 points. And third place, 1 point. The first place will also take away the OJ Simpson card. I had a comment that kind of bothered me from the video today. It's too long to read. I'm not going to read the whole thing. He does agree somewhat. And where does he say here? You mean to tell me if Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, and Lamar win big and get in the Hall of Fame, their rookies or big-time cards are going to be worthless? All right, so that goes back to me saying, I think in the video I mentioned like 99% of modern's worthless. Okay, well, he mentioned 3 quarterbacks. How many quarterbacks have played since 2017? So that's number one. Yeah, we could pick out the Hall of Famers. And from there, this is my website I coded, thehobbyscore.com. And for these reasons, I mean, I'm stuck in research all the time. I love these pop counts. Joe Montana, if we look at Joe Montana, yes, in a PSA 10, his rookie card sells for tons of money. All right, it's 30 grand, 40 grand, but there's 114 of them. So he's a Hall of Fame quarterback. He's the best quarterback besides Tom Brady to maybe ever play. 4 Super Bowls, 3 Super Bowl MVPs. People don't know. People forget. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with chat. Also, he doesn't get that. We're Junk Wax Era 2.0. You're probably right. So maybe I don't walk my steps back because 90% of players are garbage. And then even if you are Mahomes, a few of his rookie cards will stay where they're at. Mahomes is a special case. Burrow hasn't won. I love Joe Burrow. I like Josh Allen even more. They haven't won. They need to win. And you can see in a PSA 9 where there's 2,000 copies, it's $1,500. All right. And after that, there's 9,000 of them and it drops to $450. And if we look at his next year card, which is in the center here, a PSA 9 sells for $60. So you're looking at maybe 200-300 Joe Montana cards that really hold value. After that, even Joe Montana, he has 2 cards. Let me make sure 2 cards from 82 the second year. In a PSA 9, it sells for $40, $50. I mean, so you're right. Junk Wax Era 2.0. If you want to join, I'm giving away this OJ Simpson rookie card. The first 20, 30 minutes, I'm going to vent, talk some stuff, interact with chat, and then we'll start the trivia. But we're giving away this OJ Simpson rookie. It's my first giveaway. I've never run a giveaway. This mic might be a problem, this cord here. What happened? I don't know. Sorry. Let's check the chat. Beyond Proof. Let's how many people we got in the trivia. I'm going to guess 5. We got 7. 7 of you. What I noticed from the 2 test runs, I hate making you wait. I want to jump in and play. However, the longer we wait, the more it's going to fill up. And we already have 7. I'd love to get it to 20. I told myself we would wait 30 minutes. I go live at 6, and at 6:30, we'll start the trivia. So let me see. If you want to join trivia, it's on the screen at the bottom. It's now on the screen there. It's 15 questions. The first 5 questions are worth 100 points. Also, if you watch this back, like some people watch it later, if you want to skip to the half-hour mark, that's when trivia starts. You can hang now. You could check the BS. And then in a half hour, 6:30, to anyone playing, we will officially start at 6:30. The first 5 questions are 100 points. They're multiple choice. Second 5 questions, 200 points, all multiple choice. Question 11, 12, 13, you put in order. There's 4 options. You have to put them in order. If you get the order correct, you get 300 points. You don't get the order correct, you miss by 1, no points. Question 14 and 15, you get to wager your points. So however many points you've accumulated through the game, nobody's out, nobody's safe, because there's strategy at the end. The strategy really comes in. I feel it like first, second, third. What do you do? Do you stay safe? Do you really take a risk? It's tough. And then at the bottom, you kind of got to go for it. And maybe not. Maybe expect everyone else is going to win. You get a hint on those questions, 14 and 15. Let's check chat. I'm keeping that. I should post some of these chats. Collector's Dream. Welcome, man. All right. We got some Beyond Proof of Collector's Dream. Tom is here. Welcome. Jabu Collectibles. If you add a Joe Montana sticker auto to those rookie cards of his, bet you get $1 million then. I mean, definitely not $1 million. I'm all about those auto rookies. I do think that's the differentiator, is that this is my take. Everyone has been trained on auto rookies. Anyone that's gotten the hobby, back into the hobby, new to the hobby, the past 5-10 years has been trained on the autograph rookie card. So what's going to happen is when your time's done in modern, you either get out or you move to vintage, or you move backwards and you appreciate the hobby, or you're a sports fan and you appreciate the legends. And that's what's happened over the decades. It's nothing new. This is history. People move to vintage, and the difference is going to be the autograph rookie. They're lower in pop count. There's not as many. People are dead. You can't just go get them autographed. So, yeah, they've already gone up. People did know this. People knew this and were collecting, and they were getting, and that's why all these the players have raised their prices. Players have raised their prices a bunch to get these autographs, but they know that it's a premium, and they can't just, if they're going to sell them for 50, they're going to autograph for 50, and someone's going to turn around, it's going to be worth $1,000. No, they got to bake it in the price now. So it's not as much of a deal, but let's see. We have 15 questions. If you want to join, it's at the bottom. I know I've shown the Simpson card a few times. It looks not. It's okay. It presents nicer than a 3.5. But yes, the corners are pretty worn. It's off center, left to right, bottom to top. But it presents really well. I mean, it's not beat up. It's a pretty card. Let's see. We got Collector's Dream. Thank you. Some Collector's Dream. Been watching my stuff for a long time. I appreciate that. Tom, one of the longest and one of the most interesting comments. Tom, whenever you comment, I know I'm in for something to read. There it's fun. Beyond Proof. Good to see you. We got 14 people in here. I'm kind of hoping we fill up. I'm kind of hoping we get all 20. Right now we have 9 players. We're going to start the game at 9:30. I did 2 test shows on Saturday after the 4th of July. They overall went pretty well. It's sports and sports cards would be the trivia. Good trivia. Anyone know those players? 5-time 30-30 seasons. All right, let's do it. Is Barry Bonds one of them? Are you in the chat? Did Ricky Henderson didn't hit that many home runs? Tom asks a question. Good trivia to start us off here while we're waiting. Anyone know the only 2 players, so there's 2 of them, to have 30-30 seasons, 30 home runs, 30 stolen bases, and he did it 5 times. And there's only 2 players, 30 home runs. I mean, my first thought is Bonds. The trivia will start at 6:30. I want to wait, let people know I'm live, let people see here. So Bonds and Trout. Trout is a good guess. I don't think Trout got 30 stolen bases 5 seasons would be my guess. He had some big stolen bases here, but he stopped stealing bases. Willie Mays. And they're related, or I don't know, Godfather. Willie Mays is a good. Ichiro is a good guess. I don't think Ichiro had enough 30 home run seasons. Willie Mays is probably the other answer. That's a good guess. Andre Dawson, I think, had a bunch of stolen bases. I don't think he had that many home run seasons of 30. Bonds and Mays is collectibles dream guess. Bonds and Mays. Tom, is Mays his guy? Is Bonds Godfather? Is Mays is the other one? Nathaniel Harlow won the very first. Nathaniel Harlow won the very first test show, and he's back. And I bet he's in the game. So that's your competition right now. Would go to Nathaniel Harlow. Good luck to everyone playing. We're going to start at 6:30. If you want a chance to win the OJ Simpson, you join the trivia at the bottom there. Oh no, the link's I guess in the center, but yeah, anyways, the link's still up there. Bonds and Bonds, his dad did it? No way. I'm a little shocked there. And I guess Mr. and Miss, I think we had a guess before Tom said it. I think you got it right. Bobby Bonds and Barry Bonds. I would have not guessed Bobby would have had that many home. Yeah, I would have never known that. I was listening to a Bobby Bonds card yesterday, so I was looking up the claims to fame. Yeah, wow. He's overshadowed by his son by a lot because he's the only other player then. If it's just Barry and his dad, he's the only player in MLB history, which is it. MLB is forever. I'm writing a book in 1909 on baseball. I mean, and when those stats hold, everything plays. Obviously, it was a different stats look different, not as many home runs, more small ball, but and the pitching stats were far better when you looked at it. However, that's crazy that Bobby Bonds, his dad, is the only player besides his son, who's the best baseball player I've ever seen, Barry Bonds, to steal 30 stolen bases, 30 home runs 5 times. Good trivia. Anyone else? Want to dazzle us? That's actually Tom. I'm new. I'm learning. I think that's a good idea. If I have some random trivia prior for the chat, that's something for us to do besides listening to me just gab or vent or chat. If you do want to join the trivia, we're going to start at 6:30. I want to see. We have 9 players. We're holding strong at 9 for a while. I'm curious. Crown Jewel Cards was the other one to win over the weekend, and he played both times. He's been in almost all my lives, so I'm curious if Crown Jewels would get in here before 6:30 and get in on the trivia. Also could be busy. I'd hope to do this every Wednesday, and every Wednesday have some sort of giveaway. Next week, I don't think I have the card next to me. I should get the card. I have the card for next week. It's not quite as prestigious as the OJ Simpson, but still a cool card. Eventually, if it ever gets big, if I think the more I do it, maybe people catch on, maybe people enjoy themselves. I'll pay the $50 for the site, and you can have up to 100 contestants. Right now, it's 20. That's if it ever gets big. If it ever gets big, I'd ask for donations for prizes. Right now, HG I think he's from Europe. I think he's UK. He donated my first super chat ever in the last live stream. He donated $2, and so anyways, that'll go to a prize at some point. Let's see, just waiting 15 more minutes. We'll start at 6:30. We have 10 of you in here, 9 of you are playing. If you want to play, just go to the link on the screen, and we'll get started at 6:30. Anyone else have a good trivia question? Oh, Jordan Smith, appreciate that, man. Yeah, I do appreciate that. I'd like Wednesday to be a prize. Next week, I'm giving away the Riddler rookie card. I ended up buying 2 of them for 40. Each one was $40. By the way, this OJ Simpson card after shipping, I think cost me $70. I feel it's close. I think I got a good deal. I think it's closer to around $100 in my opinion. But the Riddler card is rookie card from 1966. I think it's SGC 3.5 as well. So we'll give away the Riddler card next week. I think I missed a trivia question that you're answering, possibly. Oh, my damn AC. When I don't talk, my mic might pick up the air conditioner, but that's super annoying. But it's like it's the hottest day so far in Vegas of summer. It reached 107 last I checked. Hey, I just got home from trivia in real life. Final question was, what is the only number banned from the NBA? Someone guessed 69. That is a damn good guess, and I can't think of anyone that's wore that number. Was that the answer? My comments are taking them all. Jordan Smith, good guess. Tom Bullard, 99. I think Dennis Rodman wore 99, especially I think when he only joined the Lakers for a few months. It didn't last. But I think he was 99. Yeah, I think it is that. Too funny. Tom, man, can't believe it. Can't believe it. Beyond Proof, Jordan Smith, Nathaniel Harlow. We got 15 people in here. If you want to participate, we have 10 people so far. It's once it hits 20, that's full. No more participants. You win the OJ Simpson rookie card. I have 15 questions for you. You can wager your points at the end. So you want more points, so you have more to wager. Let's see. I have, while we're waiting, I guess it's a small screen next to me. I think you saw me pick these up in a live if you did, but I finally got them in, and I gotta say, I really like holding them. I mean, it's nostalgic for me, and I just can't believe how cheap some of this old Magic the Gathering. There's some of it that's not cheap, but this is a what? PSA 10 Unlimited. This is the 3rd set ever. It's really old. I mean, it's really vintage. It's classic, and it's a PSA 10. There's like 8 of them, in the PSA 9. There's not a lot graded, which shows there's not a ton of demand at the moment. However, this stuff has been played with. It's hard to get in good grade, and all it takes, we see it with sports cards, is just a little big money. A little group of big money to go in, buy it up, and it spikes. The values, it's hard to find in sports cards right now. If you've been following, I have the Vince McMahon collection, but I really like the old Magic Gathering. It does hold some nostalgia. It's also, I just feel there's some value. I also spent like 2 cents a card here. This is the new Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering. TCG Player has just excellent deals. 2 cents, 4 cents. You have to spend over $5 with one buyer and you get free shipping. So, you spend I bought a ton of cards, over 100 cards. I spent like $12, including shipping. So I got, a bunch of this new Final Fantasy Magic stuff. We'll start it's hard for me to keep up with chat and everything. If you want to join, let's see how many players we have. I think last I checked, I was wishful thinking. I thought we got 9. We still have 10. We still have 9. I thought we got 10. Anyways, if you're one of the people in here that do want a chance to win the OJ Simpson or just have some fun and play some trivia, the trivia, by the way, side note, trivia has been a blast. I mean, those two test shows, I really enjoyed. I wasn't sad, but it was like, okay, here we go. 15 questions. I'm hitting my groove. You're hitting your groove, and then the trivia is over. So I've had a really good time with trivia so far. Yeah, there it is. Alpha, Beta, Unlimited. So Tom, let me ask you a question that maybe that I don't. I feel like, and sorry to bore anybody else, Revised is the 4th set. That's probably the set I grew up on. But it's like sometimes I see it listed as 3rd edition, 4th edition. PSA doesn't list that. Am I misunderstanding? Maybe I'm misunderstanding something. But on the PSA slab, it just says Revised. It doesn't clarify 3rd edition, 4th edition. What year? Oh boy. No spoilers, sports card queen. That is not one of the questions, but no. I think I know. But just because I've been doing so much research, I think I know what year. But I don't want to. I don't want to give anything away. We have 14 people in here. Thanks for watching the content. It's also a blast to make. It gets you can get a little wrapped up into it. So a little break. I'm also writing a book. So I didn't make a video for 5 days, but I wrote 12 chapters in a 30 chapter book on 1909, Honus Wagner, Ty Cobb. It follows a bookie. You've probably already heard me tell you about the book, but it follows a bookie, and this bookie goes, it's late in the season. Each chapter is a day, and it's late in the season. He meets someone that pulls the Honus Wagner card, Honus Wagner, however you want to say his name, and he a kid, 19 years old, and he asks him to come on the road with him for the end of the season because it's going to get busy. And this is the first year that the World Series decided on the last game, Game 7. There was a Game 7 in 1903, but it was a 9-game World Series. So it's Ty Cobb versus Honus Wagner in the World Series, and it just follows their shenanigans, mob, poker, fixed boxing, just really about the times, train rides, drinking, gambling. Gambling was a lot different then. Players would gamble on themselves during the game, before the game. It was not a scandal unless you bet against your team or yourself. It was very out in the open. Managers betting on their players, on their team. As long as you bet on yourself, which that makes sense. Why not bet on yourself? I don't even mind that today. You want to go out there and bet on yourself? Hey, you know what? It's only going to make it play harder. It's only gonna make the product better, and maybe you can see some flaws through that logic, but I don't know. So I have no problem with that. But yes, if you're gonna bet against yourself or on some other thing, back then it was only a scandal. The White Sox, when you bet against yourself, when you fixed it. If you bet on yourself, it was all good. Anyway, super random. Unlimited here. Let me just read this real quick because I'm curious. Unlimited will be the third. I agree with you, and I think with Alpha, Beta, Unlimited, then Revised is fourth, fifth. So is there two different? Sorry to bore anyone, but I get confused here. So maybe Revised has a two editions, a fourth and a fifth. Revised is a much larger print. That makes sense. Yeah, I was 9 or 10 at the time. So, and I wish I'd come in just a couple years earlier, because then my old stuff would be all the expensive Alpha Beta. It wouldn't be in any good shape. We're going to get started in 8 minutes. So thank you for bearing with me and waiting. We have 9 players. A couple of you were in here before I even went live, and Nathaniel Harlow wanted to run it back. Nathaniel Harlow wants a chance at winning again. He's on top of the leaderboard here with Crown Jewels. Kind of disappointing we haven't seen Crown Jewels. He's been in every single live. He's fun in chat, and he competed. He did terrible in the first test show, and in the second test show, he won. So I'm just going to explain. We're going to start. Don't want to keep you waiting forever. We're going to start in 8 minutes. If you want to play, there's a few new people in here. We have 9 players. The winner's going to take home the OJ Simpson rookie. It's fun trivia. You just go to what's on the screen there, and you can join in, and we'll start at 6:30. I'm going to go live probably every time at 6, and then at 6:30, we'll always get started. And if it fills up, it's 20 contestants. So we'll play until there's... At 6:30, we'll hit the go button. There's 15 questions. The last 2, you get to wager your money, so nobody's ever out. Ooh, Jordan Smith was also in the previous test show, and he's been waiting, and he says he has unfinished business. I'm going to keep the leaderboard, so that's just a fun other... I think I would want that. I like seeing a leaderboard. I like seeing things added up. I'm a weirdo. I have some basketball cards next to me. I'm collecting every rookie card from every year. Last year I went over, I think this is 2001. I need a Pau Gasol in a pro jersey. His autograph rookie holds value. It's like $250. I mean, you can get Iverson. You can get some other great players. Dwayne Wade for that. Iverson's cheaper, and Dwayne Wade is that same price. Jason Richardson, I lived in the Bay when this time of the Warriors. So I saw a lot of this Warrior team live. Mikal Petrus and Donald Foyle, Antoine Jameson. Jason Richardson was a beast, though. He was very fun to watch. Really explosive, good defensive player. This card's numbered to 1250. I didn't realize. That's cool. I don't collect the serial number on purpose, but that's kind of neat. Let's see what we have here. Yes, the quicker you answer, correctly to faster earn more points. That's correct. So we're going to start here in just a few minutes. Kwame Brown was the next one. Hilarious. Let me put these back so I don't get too messed up. So the faster you answer, yes, you get more points. And obviously people can Google it's 2025, but yes, this bakes in. If you answer right away, you get the 100. If you answer midway, you get 50. If you answer towards the end of the 20, you get 15 seconds on the ones you have to put in order. You're going to get 20 seconds. We have a few more people flushing in. We're going to start in 4 minutes. At 6:30, we're going to get started. I assume trivia will run about 15, 20, no. 20 to 30 minutes. I assume the game will run 20, 30 minutes. I'll probably stay on another 10 minutes after. If you're in my live, I'll give you a heads up to one of my recent or my upcoming videos. There's a website you might have heard of called AliExpress, and I saw a YouTuber opening WWE merch, which is just ridiculous. $40 for a shirt, $80 for a sweater. So on AliExpress, you can get some of the stuff $4, $10. I'm searching, and bro, I found a ton of sports cards. One-piece box for like $2. So some of the cards are still getting shipped. Some of them are gotten here. I ordered them like a month ago. But I'm going to make a video on these fake cards and just point them out, and I'm worried. I'm a little worried, but that's an upcoming video. I'm also going to Texas on Saturday. Tomorrow I'm going to NBA Summer League, Cooper Flag versus Bronny. Excited. Saturday, a buddy of mine lives in Texas, his family. It's my summer, so I'm going to go out for 3 days. Goldberg. I don't watch a ton of wrestling anymore. I keep up through some YouTube channels, but you know, it's a lot to watch and a lot of whatever. But hey, we got some limited time making stuff, doing stuff. But Goldberg, who I grew up with, fights Saturday night, so I'm gonna go out watch with his family. It's one of his kids' birthdays, so that'll be nice. I've never been to Fort Worth, Dallas, Texas area, so that'll be cool. Let's see, check in chat. If you want to play, how many do we officially have? We have 12 of you. So waiting did, a few of you join. We got 9 kind of quick, and now waiting till the 6:30, we have 12. I still don't see Crown Jewels. That's a bummer. If you're I missed an I do love this. I love that you guys are playing trivia in the chat. Oh, what do we got here? I'll give one clue. Plays for Pats now. I'd never recommend to buy his stuff. I don't know who we're talking about. Roddy Piper's a legend. I think, hear me out here. We're starting about 2 minutes. Old wrestling, as we know it, started in the 80s. That's just how it is. Vince McMahon changed wrestling from being in certain pockets and divisions, how regional. It was just regional. Different corporate, different fractions, different companies regionally. Vince McMahon buys them all up in the 80s, and and the 80s cards, there's not many of them. They're very rare, and that's just that's what I'm looking at. I'm just saying, we're going back to the very beginning. And last thing I'll say is the wrestling cards have picked up. People are enjoying opening wrestling, and so what happens, just like anything else, eventually you get that community that foster that those people, and they move to the old stuff. They move to vintage. That's my take on the 80s wrestling right now. Mac Hollins, let me see. I love Mac Hollins. All in $15. Mac Hollins was a Raider for 1 year. I have season tickets to the Raiders. Lifelong dream. Born in LA. They were in LA, moved to the Bay. They were in the Bay, moved to Vegas. They're in Vegas. WWE is promoting. It's kind of too much. But I love Mac Hollins. I was very shocked. I was shocked that the Bills did not pay him that amount of money to keep him, because he clicked with them. He's just a great presence. I love Mac Hollins. Very, very underrated receiver. Yeah, he did kill it on the Bills. He was exceptional on the Raiders. He didn't have great stats, but he made these catches, his energy. The trivia, we're getting started here in 1 minute. So I need a second to breathe. I want to make sure I don't mess up anything on trivia. So I'm going to hit start. If you could join at any time, even if you just got in, you want more points, because at the end you get to wager your points. It is 6:30. We started at 6. We have 12 players. I'm going to hit start, and it should count down. Let's see. Start countdown. All right. If you want to join, feel free. You could still get in. You just go to, I'm going to put the banner up real quick while we play so anyone could join and get rid of chat for a second. You just go there. You can also just watch. We're going to do 15 trivia questions. We have 12 players. I think you might see the first question, so I'm going to start it now. You got a little extra time there. Manually start question. Let's get it popping. The quicker you answer, the more points you get. It's going to be sports and sports card related. The winner is going to walk away with an OJ Simpson rookie card, SGC 3.5. It presents beautifully. It's got some rounded corners. Let me gather what I'm doing here. So we're going to show the correct answer, which is our boy Derek Jeter. If you've watched my videos, you know it's Derek Jeter in Arena Club. 55% of you got this correct. And if I'm doing this right, we'll look at it there. 6 of you. So maybe we got picked up a 13th person. Is that what happened? Awesome. Awesome. All right. So when I click, let's see, when I click this next thing, you're going to see the question. So I want to do it quickly. I want to give enough time. What I gathered in the first two is I should read the question first, and then I'll give you the options. So here we go. Question 2. Which card grading company is known for their AI grading? And we didn't check the leaderboard. I'll check the leaderboard here. If you want to join, it's on the screen. At questions 14 and 15, you're going to get to wager your points. So the sooner you join, the more points you'll have to wager. We have 13 contestants. The answer here is, of course, tag. We had 82% of you get it right. 9 out of the 13. And let's take a look at the leaderboard. Sorry if you hear the AC. Mike Ham is joined. Not only is he joined, he's in first place. Welcome, Mike. Oh, it's not going to, because we have so many players, that's a little bummer. It doesn't show everyone else. It's only going to show if you're in the top 3. Oh, there we go. It refreshed. Fresh Prince in 4th, Beyond Proof. Tom, the real one, probably I would assume Tom is, out of everyone, been watching me and commenting a couple years, man. Appreciate you, Tom. Appreciate everyone in here. Let's keep it rolling. Question 3. It's going to be worth 100 points. Let me get rid of the leaderboard. It's too hard for me to look at chat. I'll probably take a break after round 1. Which notorious YouTuber famously bought a fake first edition Pokemon box? So after round 1, 5 questions, I'll take a quick break. I'll look at chat. We'll do a little talking. Round 2 will be worth 200 points. And then round 3, you put them in order. Here we go. Show correct answer is Logan Paul, also WWE villain. 8 of you got it right, 67%. Is Mike Ham still on top? Sure is. I think Mike's going to be the guy to beat. However, Beyond Proof and Fresh Prince are 2 points. Fresh Prince. God damn, I love that name. Holy cow. Saying it out loud. Reading it, reading it in my head, it didn't trigger. Reading it out loud, that name is fire. Fresh Prince. Nate, is this the other Nate? Or I think it's Nathaniel Harlow, who won the first time. He's now in 3rd. So Nathaniel, also someone you have to be really looking out for. Schwigs is back. Welcome, Schwigs. Schwigs played in the trial run. We're giving away an OJ Simpson rookie card. If you want to play, give me just 1 sec. We'll get to question 4. You could still join, and then you get to wager your points. Question 14 and 15. Rhonda, a.k.a. Sports Card Queen, in 9th, and Smooth Gravy Levy in last. Here we go. Question 4. Which trading card company is famous for the Black Lotus? I want to ask you at the break, should I read the question first, or should I just let it all go? Yeah, that's something I'm learning. I'm trying to figure out. I'm always, well, you always want to learn and get better. But so anyways, I'm just curious. Something I'll ask you at the break. Is it better that I read the question first or just give you the answer straight away? Let's see. Here we go. Magic Gathering Black Lotus is probably the most expensive Magic card. That's something that none of us in this chat can probably afford to go buy. I don't know what your pocketbook looks like. For me, yeah, it's too expensive. It's something I'll never have. But 73% answered correct. And is it still Mike Ham? second place, tied for first. We have the top four, and then Tom in fifth is right behind, followed by, I'm going to read that name wrong, Passon maybe. At the end, the winner, we'll figure it out on chat. My email is professorsports@gmail.com. We'll make sure to get the right person, and I'll mail out the card to you. Next week, I'm going to give away the Riddler card, rookie card. What am I doing here? Show to get rid of that. Question 5, last question of the first round. Here we go. If you buy a box from Walmart or Target, which term would not apply? We have hobby box, retail, blaster box, and mega box. $20 points, 13 points, and that's your time there. Let's show the correct answer. For me, it made sense. Hobby, it made sense for you too. 100% got it right. First question, everyone got correct. Depending how fast you got it correct, it will change the score. Beyond Proof, who was in one of the tests. He showed up a little late, I think, to one of the test videos, and he wanted to play, and here he is. Mike Ham in second, followed by Nate. Nate 1 is on the leaderboard, the test video. Fresh Prince, look, I could say that name all day. Schwigs is in 10th. Smooth Gravy. Come on, buddy. Here we go. Well, I guess that's the end of the first round, yes? Let me check chat. Let's go to chat. Let's see what's going on. 19 of you in here. I'm going to check chat. It's way too many comments for me to see, but I'm curious really quick. Should I think by the previous videos, reading the question is the way to go and then give you the answers. Should I just give you the answers right? What I found was people were answering way late. You know, by the time you read the question, half the time is gone. And so I feel like reading the question first is the way to go, and then give you the answers. I'm guessing most of you are on a different tab playing the game. I'm going to wait a minute. It's going to go by quick. Let's wait 1 minute, and then we'll start round 2. Round 2, all the questions will be worth 200 points. There's 5 questions in round 2. Winner's going to walk away with the OJ Simpson rookie. Today's video was different. Today's video, I feel like it's so niche. And if I can figure out, for me, just taking you behind the curtain, how to make it a little more broad, make it a little more appealing to the average person, that is kind of my slant right now on cards, because cards a lot of us just don't want to hear everyone's fucking take or this research or this or boring or no editing. And so my thought is, try to give it a little more mass appeal. I also realized I've taken the opposite stance. As much as I love cards, I've kind of gone on the stance of, which I believe that modern is kind of a joke, and a lot of you would believe that as well. We're going to start here in about 30 seconds. We'll start round 2. All right, I'm ready for round 2. The first ever official Professor Sports Card Madness. We'll do it again next Wednesday, giving away the Riddler card. Here we go. Question 6. Be ready. Going to NBA Summer League tomorrow. OJ Simpson's rookie year was the prior year to his rookie card coming out. What year was Simpson's first in the NFL? And Sports Card Queen kind of gave you a hint prior with asking the Heisman Trophy question. You have 15 seconds on these, and round 3 will have 20 seconds. His rookie card is 1970 tops, so whoever wins is going to win a 1970 tops, but it has his first-year stats on it. So his first year in the league was 1969. I need to burp. Excuse me. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, so the rookie card you'll be winning is from 1970. His rookie year was 1969, 36%, a little over a third got it correct. Beyond Proof in first was 602. My favorite name, Fresh Prince, in second. Keep my name out, my wife's name out your mouth. Fresh Prince, sorry, 572. Mike Ham still up there, 445. Sports Card Queen has risen from 9th to 4th. Nate is still hanging in. Misses the question, though. That hurts. And I don't know if Levy's here. I think he is, because there's a little bar that he answered. He just, Eventually, you'll guess one right. Question 7. We're 200 points. Let's get to it. What was OJ Simpson's ex-wife name? Come on now. I feel like we should get 100%. If it's not 100, it should be over 80% of you, unless we got some babies in here. We're about halfway done. You get 67 points total in the second round. You get 200 points. The third round is going to be worth 300 points. Here we go. It is Nicole Simpson, of course. If you lived during that time, 80%, what I call it. Do I know? I'd say in my class, do I know my students? Yeah, that's just how it is. 80% get it correct. Show the live. We had 8 out of the 13. That might mean we have 14 in here if it's a clean 80%. Show live rankings. Fresh Prince, Will Smith. God, have you heard his new song? My friend texts me, are you listening to Will Smith's new song? I didn't know he had a new song. I'm going to be completely honest, how I always am. The first 5 seconds I heard the beat, I fast forwarded midway through. I'm like, oh, I like that beat. And then I like pretty girls. And bro, I'm 39 and me singing that's weird. He's in his 50s. I mean, it's a bit weird of a song. And it's just on repeat. Like a lot of hip hop or rap is, but the song's just on repeat. It's the same thing over and over. So the first 5 seconds, bro, I thought he got a pretty good beat to work with. Fucking weird way to do it. Question 8. Fresh Prince in the lead. I have a lot of fun with this, guys. I appreciate you being here. It's a good time. Question 8. Where does OJ Simpson currently rank on the all-time career rushing yards list? No one probably knows off the top of their head, so it's kind of a guess. You might have an idea. I think, based off the list, I couldn't guarantee he was number 1 when he retired, but he was a top 5 rusher in all time when he retired. All the running backs since have taken over. But when he retired, he was definitely in the top 5, top 3, maybe number 1. Show correct answer. He's currently 22nd all time. 30% got it correct, a little less than a third. That was educated guess, I'd assume. I maybe you knew that. That's some rare trivia if you did. Fresh Prince did not know it, gets it incorrect. Beyond Proof also gets it incorrect. So there's some room here. Tom takes third, also breaking the 700-point mark. Who do we have? Mike Ham does not get it correct. It hurts him. Mike was in first for a while. They're down to 600 points. Lion G at 572. Nate at 559. Nate hanging in there, wants to repeat. Question 9. These are all worth 200 points. I just feel better getting rid of the leaderboard first. Question 9. I think that's the last OJ Simpson card. Which 80s card brand did PSA just recently start accepting to grade? I love that photo, by the way. What a gem. I like pretty girls. Are you kidding me, bro? Fresh Prince. Who you see now is the goofy personality I am in class, and I just think this is my own. Let's go over this, and then I'm going to give you my own little personal spiel on education. Show the correct answer. It's star. I'm surprised. I thought more would get that correct. It shows maybe the age or the time you've been in the hobby, but star, they're very limited. They came out in little team packs or player packs and plastic wrap. They were regional. I have a Larry Bird and a Kareem I bought a few years back, a 20 card. They're still sealed. I bought them for $100 each. They were at the local card shop. I could not let them go when they were there. I went right back in and said, no, I'll regret not buying these. So I have 20 of the Birds in the seal, 20 in the Kareems. The real quick story I want to go, and then we'll do the last question of question 10. Something I learned, through my education is that you have to have an open mind when you're learning. If you have a closed mind and you don't like being there, and this makes complete sense, you don't want to learn. You shut down. So I'm goofy and I'm fun, and I'm not giving myself a pat on the back, but it's just I want them. I give them all money. I pay them every week, $500. They're $2,000 a month. It's fake money called salty money. Last name Saltzman, and they have to pay rent every month. They could buy their desk. We do auctions. Last year was the first year I did this. Got such a cool group of kids as I went on Dave and Adam's Card World, and soccer boxes were super cheap. I'm talking Prism, $25, $30 a box. So I bought 4 or 5 of them, and we ripped them. Couple kids only there was an auto. We ended up getting 2 autos out of the 4 boxes. But anyways, I do believe that you got to have a good environment in the classroom. A good environment when you're learning. You want to be there. It's not chaos. But just like this, people want to have learning doesn't have to be hell. Learning doesn't have, you want to set at a young age. Sorry to go on I do two things, sports cards and teach. These are my two things I get passionate about. You want to teach them that, yeah, man, it can be fun. It doesn't have to be, all right. Last question of round 2. Question 10. What does shield mean in modern hobby slang? This will be my 6th year, I believe, going to NBA Summer League. A lot of fun. It almost feels like WWE for NBA. Everybody's there. You see a lot of faces in the NBA. Reporters, players, ex-players. It's 89% get it correct. A card with an NFL logo. And that is the end of round 2, folks. I'm going to check chat. We end with Tom B. Been following the channel forever. 1,000 points, starting to break away a little from second place. Mike gets it back, gets his points back. He's back in second by a point. After 10 questions, Mike and Lion are separated by a point. Fresh Prince, my boy, down to 4th. Paisan, that's how I'm going to read it. I don't know how you say it. Payson, Passion. This year, I teach in a heavy Hispanic community, and some of the names, man, I struggled. I'm pretty good with names. I learn names pretty fast. I struggle with a few of their names. We're calling you Passion, Pasan, Paisan. All right, sorry. Beyond Proof falls to 7th. Schwigs has been hanging in right around 8th or in the middle of the pack the whole time. Nate is 5th or 6th this whole time. You get to wager your points. We're going to see some strategy at the end. These next 3 questions are all order, and it's all or nothing. You either get the order correct or you don't. Now, I caught myself on Saturday. I messed up an order. I knew I messed it up when I saw it. I didn't mess any of these up. I checked 5 times. If there is a mess up, we just move on. I mean, there's nothing we could do about it, but there's not going to be a mess up. I'm pretty confident, and I'm pretty humble and conservative, and say I wouldn't say that. So pretty confident there won't be mess up. I'm going to check chat, and then we're going to go to round 3. Give me a sec just to catch up, check chat. What time is it? I'm very curious how long this has taken. We've been going 17 minutes. 17 minutes. We start every time I'll go live at 6. The first 20 contestants can sign up. We'll start the game at 6:30. The plan is to do it every Wednesday. The plan is to have a prize every Wednesday. Next week's going to be the Riddler rookie. And then I have no idea what it'll be the next week. Eventually, if this keeps building and we get the same people, I'll ask for some donations for prizes. I enabled Super Chat on Saturday. I got my first Super Chat ever all the way from Europe. HG donated $2. Thank you, sir. So that'll go to the prize pool or a card. I also, my PayPal is professorsportscards@gmail.com. I hate shilling that stuff. I'm not a salesman, but it's for prizes. Someone trolled me in the comments. Let's do this real quick, and then it's got to be a troll, right? This last video, I got great comments. This was someone that just didn't get it or disagreed. But one person really trolled me that, let's see if we could find it real quick, and then we'll start round 3. Get rid of that. Come on now. He called me almost dead. He basically said I'm near death. Here we go. Mike Line TV. I wouldn't worry about the hobby going down the drain since you're in your 50s. Hashtag the end is near for sports card and sports in general. I think that's a troll. 95% of the comments are all on board. If you're going to watch this type of video, you're normally already bought in or thinking this way. 95% of the comments are. I got a really nice comment in this one that they discovered my channel last month and it's really opened their eyes. And that is a great comment to read. I mean, that just made me feel the content is worthy of something. The content, there's something there. I can't find the comment right now, and scrolling's a bitch. We're about to start round 3. I want to drag it out a little, so we'll start round 3. Round 3's 3 questions, and then we have round 4. But anyways, the guy called me in my 50s. I do turn 40 in August, but I'm 39. I'm not hating on age, but I'm pretty sure he was trolling and being an ass once in a while. I just wanted to find. It's hard to. I didn't find it, and I don't want to bore you with that. But anyways, it was really nice to read the comment about, I saw your channel last month, and you've really opened my eyes to stuff. Hell yeah, bro. I mean, that's all I can do. Ziggy No called me out on that last video. Oh, you're bitching. Everyone's bitching. I watched that video back. I was not bitching. He said I didn't give any like calls to action. All you're doing is bitching. No, I said buy singles. I said don't buy mystery packs. I said don't buy breaks. You know, and if you do, know what you're doing and don't throw your money in down the drain. But anyways, let's start round 3. So let's get back to that. The hobbyscore.com fun project I'm working on. The book. I think the book's good, man. I really think the book is good. We'll see what happens. It's so hard to get published now, but I really like it's really fun to write and research and mix all the thing I like about the book, and then we're gonna start round 3. It has so many layers, so many plot lines. Jackson, the rookie, hires on as a dying mom. You know, he's poor. There's poker, there's the mob, there's the players, there's the game, there's Eli's story, who's the main character, the bookie. There's fixed boxing matches, there's the travel between cities, there's the train rides, there's alcohol, there's the 1909 the T206 cards, if I'm saying that right, the tobacco cards, Honus Wagner cards out that year, the Ty Cobb's out. There's the World Series that goes 7 games, Ty Cobb versus Honus Wagner, the 2 legends, the 2 batting title winners from that year. It's the Tigers' 3rd World Series in a row. They lost the first 2. Spoiler, they lost the 3rd one as well. Let's get to it. Round 3. Here we go. Be ready. We're going. You put them in order. You're going to get 20 seconds. You drag. Someone asked in the first time how you move them. I believe you drag them, and then I'm guessing there's a submit button. I've never played, so you know better than me. Here we go. Tom, can you hold on? Question 11. Get rid of the leaderboard. Put these players in order by draft year. We have Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley, and James Cook. And what I'll tell you is they're all real close. I mean, they are all fairly close. They're all players still playing today, and it's all fairly close. Now, I have a little frustration, I'll tell you, once this question ends, is that for me, it just tells me to set them up by in order, and then it's going to mix them up. Well, I don't think it mixed them up. I think if you left it as is, you got it correct. Incorrect. The guy who put it together. And it's true. Derrick Henry, 2016. Saquon Barkley, 2018. Jonathan Taylor, who it seems like he's been in the league a long time. Well, we were all in a fog in 2020 during COVID, and his rookie year is 2020. And then James Cook, who was on my dynasty team, so let's hope he has another big year, was 2022. 13%, which think means only 1. Is it 2 or 1? Let's see. Oh, it doesn't show me. I can't do show live answers. 1 out of 13 would be less than 10%. So it's got to be 2 of you got it correct. Let's see who those 2 are. Lion G jumps up to first, and Sports Card Queen, she stays down at 9th. It doesn't help her much, but she needs the point. She can wager at the end of the. By the way, Sports Card Queen random. I think if you have a channel, Mike Ham has a channel. Go check him out. My viewership is 98% dudes. So shout out to Sports Card Queen, one of the only women watching the content. It literally is often 98% male. So you're in a male dominated hobby. Here, you already know that. Question 12. Here we go. Same thing. You're putting them in order. Let's see if 2 or more. I think it's a bit easier. I could be wrong. The last one, question 13, is tough. This one's a bit easier. The last one of this is hard. Question 12. Put these in order from oldest to newest. We have Wayne Gretzky rookie card, Greg Maddux rookie card, the Jordan rookie card, and the Griffey rookie card. Age and time spent in the hobby. If you're my age, or if you spend as much time as me in the hobby, there's no reason you get this wrong. If you're under 30 and have only been in the hobby 5 years, is a tough question for you. NBA Summer League tomorrow, baby. Cooper Flag. Gretzky, Jordan 86, Maddux 87, and Griffey 89. We had 75% of you get it right. Far better showing. And let's take a look at the leaderboard. Where's Fresh Prince? 4th. Nate's still in 5th. Nate is pretty much in Paisan down in 6th. It's pretty much been that way ever since. Beyond Proof had a hot start. He's been right around 7th the entire time. Mike Ham fighting, still in the top 3. Lion G just skyrocketed. He was not talked about in the first half of this game, and now he's in 2nd place, 6 points, if I'm doing my math right, behind Tom, the commenter. Enjoy your comments, Tom. You have an imagination, and I guarantee Tom spends a lot of time in some thought. Whether I agree or disagree with Tom's comments, they're thought out, and they come from a place of not just winging it. Last question of this format. It's a tough one. I think maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I did all this. It's been a while. I believe question 13 was the toughest of the bunch. And then we're going to get to the last 2 questions. We get to wager your points. Question 13, put these sports first in order by year. This is difficult because there's one that throws you off. 3 might be easy, and 1 is going to really make it hard. I almost took it out, but I kept it in. Ravens beat the 49ers in the Super Bowl, the Harbaugh Bowl. That's the one. That's the tough one. Steph Curry drafted, Kobe's last title, and Bryce Harper's rookie year. Besides, all of these are separated by about a year. So, I mean, while the top one's the toughest for me, all of them are tough because they're all separated by about a year. So Steph Curry was drafted. His rookie card is 09. Kobe's my guy. I believe his last title, I think it was 2010, if not 2011. He went to 3 in a row. It's a shot. I can't believe I can't remember off the top of my head, but they won the last 2, beating the Celtics. I believe it's 2010, could have been 2011. Bryce Harper, rookie card, rookie year, 2012. And then the Raves. I'm not going to go there. The Raves beat the 49ers in the Super Bowl. Never been to a rave, but I had a funny story, but I'm not going to tell it. Raves about somebody else. Raves beat the 49ers in the Super Bowl, the Harbaugh Bowl. The lights go out. That was an exciting second half, a very boring first half. That was the one that would have threw me. I believe that's 2013. So there it is. 2 of you get it right. Whoever these 2 are, it's going to make a big difference going into the wagers. Fresh Prince and Beyond Proof. 4 of you got it right. I don't know why I thought only 2. Rhonda, Sports Card Queen, still getting them correct, but still in 9th, just not picking up enough points. And finally, it went away. I'm guessing Levy's not here, hasn't got one right. Razor gets it, does have 124 points. And maybe you are here. Sorry to call you out if not, but 0 points still through 12 questions, 13 questions. We're going into the final rounds, boys and ladies. You get to wager your points. I think you get 10 seconds. So I'm going to think about it now. Think about it. It's the leaderboard. It's not going to change. So think about your strategy. Tom, Lion, and Mike Ham have tough strategy. Do they go for it? Do they bank on someone else missing? You'll also get a hint. When I move to the wager spot, when I hit the button, you'll get a hint on what the topic will be. I'm going to check chat. I'm going to wait about a minute. Let it draw out. This is our first ever official Sports Card Madness, Professor Sports Card Madness. Ray Allen, career bookend Super Bowls. What an interesting story he is. Definitely one of the best defensive players I ever saw. I'm too young to see Lawrence Taylor. Troy Polamalu would be up there. Charles Woodson, maybe I'm biased. You can wager it all. So the final standings will be a bit convoluted, might be a good word, because whoever's in second now, it's going to change. I mean, someone in dead last. My very first test show, everyone wagered it all, and only first place had money. Every other person ended up with 0. They got it wrong, and second through 8th all had 0. So you can wager it all. There are 2 wagering questions. That's right. 14 and 15, you get to wager both. I'm going to wait about 1 minute, give it another minute, and then we'll go to question 14. Thanks for playing. It is fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy making them. And then most of all, I just enjoy being in the chat with other card collectors. And I'm too honest. I never, before sports cards ever blew up, before all this stuff ever, I always struggled going to card shows and trade nights because I always felt like, sorry to call him, we're all in the same space here. It was kind of bro-y. The second thing was, it wasn't just trading cards, having fun. It's more like, how can I get a better deal than you? I'm not trading with my uncle here or a buddy where we're both trying to come away here where the other guy's happy. You're my friend. I want you to be happy. I want you to be happy. I always felt like, it's very competitive and broy. And so I just always avoid, I don't know why the hell I'm going there. And it's probably too much to say, but I guess the reason I went there is the people in this chat are not that. I mean, we're not that group, and I'm not trying to put anyone in a corner. 30 seconds, and we'll move to the final round. Question 14 and 15. Jordan Smith, I have not played. He said let me ask you a question, Jordan. Are the drag answers tough because like the game makes it tough to drag, or just because they were hard questions, which they were? The first time I made them, they were too easy. And I did. I separated them all by a year. So even if you have a good memory, they're all separated. All these events happened. All these cards were in the 80s. So they were a little tough. The questions were a little tough. All right. Easy to drag. Last two questions. I'm going to stay on probably 10 minutes, talk with Chad a bit, vent or talk about anything else sports card related, and then we'll get out of here. Last two questions. Let's do it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for waiting. We're going on an hour in here. Some of you were in here before I was. Question 14. It'll start with wagering. So if you're in it, you'll have 10 seconds to make your wager. You'll get your hint, and the question will pop right up. Here we go. Modern inserts is your hint. I guess it gives you 15 seconds. I wish it showed me what people, I guess the other people could take advantage of that if they saw what other people wagered. So maybe that's why. Which below is not a separate insert design, but a variation of the base card? Which below is not a separate insert design, but a variation of the base card? If you wagered a lot of points right now, you're probably happy, because I assume most people are going to get this one right. So if you went out on the limb and wagered some points, you're probably happy. But it's all going to ride on the last question anyways. OJ Simpson. Do I want to say it? Sure. The killer is staring me in the face now. It's, of course, the silver, and not everyone got it correct. 78%. Kaboom has its own design. Downtown, its own design. The Color Blast is a beautiful-looking card with a bunch of color. And then the silver is the same card, just a prism variation, a refractor variation. We got 7 of the correct. 2 answered wrong. So I think we lost some players, or some players just didn't stick out with us. It looks like 9 of you answered, and maybe some just got confused. I think in the past, a few people didn't know how to wager points. If we moment of truth here, let's look at this live leaderboard going into the final round. Tom B, 2,400. Kobe, 24. First place. Mike Ham from the opening of the gate to the end, going around the turn. He is still right there. He's in first. He's now in second. Mike, you've also joined quite a few lives. I also really enjoyed you guys giving away that national trip. Mike is a part of a group on Off-Centered, where last week Flip and Steve gave away a national trip, and I just think that's so cool. And I think it's semi-inspired this, and I hope you guys can make that happen again next year. Lion G is in third. Beyond Proof's been in it the whole way in fourth, and now is where real strategy comes in. How many points will you wager? Tom B wagered 1,200 points. He wagered it all, or at least close to it all. Mike Ham, 1,100. It was worth it, betting on himself. Lion, 400 points wagered. Beyond Proof, 550. And now we move to the final question. Who will win the notorious OJ Simpson rookie card? Sports Card Queen missed it. It hurt. She's in 7th. Where's Schwigs down in 11th? So, no, we still have more than 9 players. Awesome. Some people just missed it, I see. Dragging it out for question 15. Are you guys ready? Thanks for playing. I hope I have you back next week on Wednesday, same time. I plan on doing it every Wednesday. We'll see once work comes back and I teach again. I hope to still do it on Wednesdays. I see no reason why I can't. Here we go. Question 15. It's going to give you 15 seconds to wager. It really hurt Nate. Nate was the win. Last commentary before Stressfully Snipes. Thanks for being here. Nate won, and he's been in about 5th place this entire time, just consistently pushing along. And he wagered it all, 957. I believe you're out now. I mean, if you have no points, Schwigs and Nate, I'd assume question 15 you can still answer, but you can't wager and you're out. Question 15. Sorry, Nate. Here we go. I click the button. Nothing happens. Click it one more time. Points wagering, running backs is your hint. For the OJ Simpson rookie card, it feels fitting to do running backs. Now that the wagering's about done, it's modern. So I'm not going to test you on these old running backs. Which current NFL running back had a rookie card in 2017 and broke 2,000 yards from scrimmage in 2019? At the time, that was the third most all time. Which current NFL running back had a rookie card in 2017 and broke 2,000 yards from scrimmage in 2019? The third most all time at that time. This man was a rookie in 2017. He ran and received. So both rushing, receiving over 2,000. Let's see how many people got it correct. It's a little bit of a trick. It's Christian McCaffrey. He's not underrated, but there's just no white running backs. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy how dominant he is. Great player. I think his career is winding down with all the injuries, but when healthy, just a great player. Over half of you got it correct. Some people are out because they could not wager. They had no points. And let's take a look. Maybe you know. I don't know. The viewers don't know if you're playing. Maybe it shows you a live leaderboard, but I have no idea right now who's winning or who won, who's walking away with the OJ Simpson rookie card. We'll hook up in chat right now. The winner is, drumroll please. Don't finish. Show rankings leaderboard. Yes. Tom B. Tom, congratulations. He wagered it all. He bet on himself. The 14th and 15th question. He's ballsy. I like it, Tom. It shows in your comments. I expect nothing less from that personality wagering it all. Lion G just went from the bottom to the top. Finishes in second. Beyond Proof, congrats, in third. And Fresh Prince, I would have loved nothing more for you to come on our leaderboard here. That would have been my favorite name to add to the leaderboard, adding Fresh Prince, but no, fourth place. Fresh Prince doesn't wager enough points. He does wager 1,300, still falls 300 out. What happened to Mike? Mike must have got it wrong. Let's see. I'm waiting for it to show. Mike Ham was in first or second pretty much the whole way. He falls to seventh. He wagered it all. He needed it. And if he got it right, oh, man, do the math. I think he would have finished in second, like 15, 20 points behind Tom. It would have been very close. I think by looking at it, he would have finished just under Tom. Paisan, my friend. I love the name, Passion. Not sure how we say it, but also wagered it all. That was fun. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to go over to chat now. Congratulations to Tom. Tom, I feel like you deserve it. You've been watching along and saying how way to go, Tom, winner. It was a fun game. Really, really fun. I enjoyed it. Thanks for being here. I'm going to stay about 5-10 more minutes, and then we'll get out of here. Yeah, thank you guys. I'm getting some thanks in the chat. It was a really good time. Tom is the winner. Beyond Proof, I agree. It was really fun. And you're all part of the inaugural first official Professor Sports Card Masters. If you're not first, you're last. No, it was the right strategy, Mike. You had to do it because he still finished like 15 points ahead of you, but you would have got second. It was definitely the right strategy. Yeah, thanks for showing up. It was really, really a good time. Tom, I don't know how you want to do it. This is going to be the new part for me, is how do you just, I'm going to get random goddamn emails from people, but my email is professorsportscards@gmail.com. I don't know how else we're going to settle up, but if you email me there, I can get your address and mail you out the card or mail it out wherever you like. Yeah, Jordan, thanks for coming back. Jordan, what was your name? Who were you in the leaderboard? Jordan Smith. Nate, damn it, Nate, you were so close. Schwigs, thanks for coming back. That's your second time. Appreciate you here. Next week, I'm going to give away the Riddler rookie card. It's also just fun trivia. I think Jordan mentioned he'll be here without a prize. The trivia itself is fun in itself, but I do think the prize is kind of necessary. It's always more fun when you have something to play for. If you're out of here, thanks for coming. Thanks for playing. It was a ton of fun. We'll play again next week at Wednesday. Beyond Proof says he needs the Riddler card. It is a sweet card, man. I really like that set. That's the only card I have from 1966 Batman. It is sweet. I also like it in the SGC slab more than PSA. But just because the way things are, I'm keeping the PSA 4 and I'm giving away the SGC 3.5. Even though I like the SGC better, PSA is just it's It's what you want in your collection, in my opinion, even though I love the SGC slabs. Oh, Tom, are you OJ's coming home to Buffalo? Tom is in New York, I'd assume, across the country, East Coast. Tom, did you grow up in New York? No shit. Awesome, Tom. Beyond Proof asked him if he's a Bills fan. And Tom, just like me with the Raiders, he said since birth. So it's very cool. Tom wins the OJ Simpson rookie card. Thank you all that played. We had 13 contestants. I wishfully thought, or was thinking optimistically, I thought we would fill up with 20. 13 was still awesome. I still highly enjoyed it with 13, and hopefully we get 14 or 15 next time. 30 minutes. Tom is from Buffalo. Uncle Joey. Uncle Joey. I have one niece. She turns 1. I have one niece, nephew, only one, period. She turns 1 in a couple weeks, and her name is Joey. So niece Joey, Uncle Joey. All right, Beyond Proof. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully we see you again next Wednesday. That was a lot of fun. I'll add the winners to the leaderboard. Sports card, we want you to play the Jeff Wilson song. I know. If I can... First of all, they're coming back. They'll be back next week with the live. I'll be there. Some of you will be there. I'm sure they'll play the song. I don't want to infringe on their style too much. I take a little bits and pieces there. I need my own. But I do. That song hits. That song. Not the... Oh, God. The country version. Sorry. The country version song was But Ziggy. Hey, man. Appreciate... Ziggy's an interesting character. I find your drama with sports card dads hilarious. I hope you play again next week, Ziggy. We need you two in a heated debate, as civil as it can be. But Ziggy definitely speaks his mind on chat or in comments. Overall, Ziggy, I think you're very informed. It's not fair because I have the mic right now and you're there, so it's not fair. I appreciate you a bunch, and I think you're very informed. I actually enjoy your takes, but I think you're also a bit too biased, and maybe I'm biased on the opposite side, and you have to take a stance one way or the other. That's how it works. But I find you to have your head on your shoulder, know what you're talking about. I think it's a little biased sometimes. Your takes. Great show. Thanks for great song. No doubt, it is a great song. I'm looking forward to the live. I hope it's not 3 hours, but it should be fun. That's right. 7/17 there. Thursday. As a matter of fact, I picked Wednesday for a reason. Tuesday is off-centered, so they have their group there. Thursday, Sports Card Radio's coming back. I don't know if it'll be every Thursday. So Wednesday felt like a good night to go live in between. I'll probably stay 2-3 more minutes. I don't know if Tom's still here. Tom, I didn't see it in the chat. I'll double check at the end, but make sure we hook up. Oh, there's Tom right there. Make sure we hook up so I can send you the card. Tom, just so I know, is your email with your name? Am I looking for something funny? You don't have to say your whole email, but is there a hint so I know, yeah, that's Tom. That's one. Maybe it was I don't know, I don't know. Somehow I just want to make sure I get it to you. Tom, same thing. I tuned out. The minute the lives were fun at first, for sure. The minute it started with Ken Golden and the whole reason I've been watching them for 2 years and they're hating Ken Golden, all of a sudden they're pumping Ken Golden. That was it. I didn't lose respect. It made them lose credibility. It just made them lose. Okay, Tom, thank you. It just made them lose credibility. So I am very curious. I'm sure they're going to talk some shit. They mentioned me in their last blog, which was awesome. That felt, I didn't have the type of viewership I have now. My videos I was putting them out were just growing, and they didn't excel me, but it was really neat for them to do that. It was also a self promotion for them because they were on the thumbnail of the video. I don't think I'll get brought. The point is, I guess, is Sports Card Radio took a different angle. And everyone else didn't. Everyone else got wrapped in the moment. Everyone got wrapped in that moment. And that's what happened with content. And I hate the sports. Hate's a strong word. None of the content keeps me coming back for more. Just none of the content keeps me coming back for more. Sports Card Radio did. A difference with Sports Card Radio 2. They only made a video, go back and look, a few times a month. And so it kept you when they released that video, you're like, oh, this is fun. This is different. This is fire. And some people did not like Sports Car Radio. So if you're one of them, no problem. Here it is right here. Sports Car Radio lost respect. Oh yeah, you're gonna get talked about for sure. Hey, you think so? That's fun. I mean, I don't consider myself to have a big ego or much of an ego at all. You got to put it to the side. But I have put thousands of hours into this thousands. And videos take me 5-6 hours to research and do it all. So yeah, that would be neat to have my name heard, because Sports Car Radio, we have a Stockton connection. My mom lived in the city over. I moved to Stockton. I went to junior college in Stockton. I worked at Red Lobster at Stockton. Before I was a teacher, I got into teaching at 33. I got my master's at 34. I served tables for 13 years in all sorts of places. And Stockton had really neat people, really tough clientele. I mean, serving those tables was tough. Some nights it's rough. Stockton is the hood. But I met such cool people in Stockton, such genuine people. So Sports Card Radio also shouts out Stockton. So I always had that connection. They also, another shout out to Sports Card Radio, is they have information that is like the average person doesn't have or know or think about. And so kudos to them for some of their research. But yes, they're very controversial. I stopped watching them. They lost all credibility to me when they started pushing Ken Gold. I live on 5 acres. It's hilarious. 12 people. Thanks for listening to me talk cards. Thanks for watching the content. I think it's about time. We've been going an hour and 16 minutes. We're going to do I don't have the Riddler card next to me, so I can't show you. Tom did win the OJ Simpson card. Before I get out of here, you've probably heard me give this spiel. I don't think people stay on the site long. That's something I have to figure out. But this is my website. This is kind of how I view cards. It's called thehobbyscore.com. It's a project I'm still working on. There's collections. This is the top 100 collection. You can go into the card, and basically for every card I did this. I show the price, the pop count, how I gave it its score is the tail of the tape. You can scroll down. You got some badges. Their accolades. So here's Jim Brown, 9 Pro Bowls, 8 rushing titles. Some writing about the card. So that's the one thing that might keep people there, is it's almost a book. You can go research and read about every card and player. You have prices since January. I don't have that filled out for every card. Thanks for being here. If you're taking off, thanks again for stopping by, playing the game. It was a lot of fun. You can click this. It'll take you to Pop Report. You can click this, take you to eBay to buy the card directly. If you click on it, it'll take you directly over to Jim Brown's card. You can find listings, and finally you could view it on Card Ladder it does not scrape the internet, so I don't have fresh. Steve, thanks for joining. I know a lot of people are getting out of here. Thanks for, if I can get over there. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Jabu, no doubt. I worked on this site since October. I did not know how to code. I learned how to code. ChatGPT is a game changer. I could not have learned this without it. Could not have done it. But this is hundreds of hours. I mean, just hundreds and hundreds. My channel in October was just not doing well. I've been doing it 2.5 years. And so you can see Mike Trout's not done. So I was like, what else can I, all the football players I have here done. What else can I do here? The modern players, I don't have many because they're hard to give scores. You just don't know what their career is going to end up. But every player has a score. The collections are probably my favorite, or I think the most unique. I'll add more collections. But if we go to like the Forgotten collection, that is my favorite. On the top, you have their little FOMO band, little excerpt on why. Who else is on here? We have Jamarcus Russell, Greg Oden. Great college player. I watch March Madness. We do a big thing for March Madness every year. Great college player. Johnny Manziel, James Wiseman, Mark Pryor. Mark Pryor could whip the ball, bro. That dude, when I was growing up, him and Kerry Wood looked like they were going to be the next 1-2 great all time, and they just both got hurt. Oh, Wander's at the top. Oh, yeah. Wander's very top. Can't miss him. Banned. Not even FOMO. He was banned. Who else we got? Tim Tebow. One of the most polarizing athletes ever. Tebow's card hype was real. Despite playoff magic, he couldn't hold an NFL job.
Todd Van Poppel. I was 6 years old, so I don't remember it. Just heard it through research and other people talking about it. He was a big deal. Darko Milicic drafted over some of the best. Dwayne Wade, unreal. Who else? We got Trent Richardson was supposed to be this great running back the Browns took. The Browns are just where you go to die, obviously. Jerome Watson, this card on the, or Walton, excuse me. This was the another chase card that year instead of Griffey. A lot of people were chasing this Walton card as the big rookie, and well, it just didn't last. Another thing you can do here is you can comment at the bottom. So I made the site live a month ago. I was going to let it to where you didn't have to sign up for anything to comment. You can comment on any page. So on any card, my fantasy is this becomes like a little hub where you can go to the card, and not only does it have all the stats and everything, but it's a little forum at the bottom, but you do have to log in. It's a website called Hiver. They run it all. So you create an account and then you can comment. At first, anyone could comment it as Jeff Wilson, as me, as Jim Rome. I'm like, yeah, that's probably not the best take. So if you log in, we get comments. But anyways, RG3 would be a good one to add. Definitely. I came up with others in the top of my head, but I can't remember now that I want to add to that. Hey, I appreciate that. Bookmark the site. Yeah, I'll keep adding to it. The plan is to keep adding. And then my other thought is with all the noobs or with all the young people getting into the hobby, they don't have a clue about this stuff. And if they move into some of the older stuff, it's a way. A few other sites have like a score. It's terrible. I actually think my hobby score, is there's a nice chart. It came from back in the 90s. There was a Marvel or DC set that listed all like the rankings and power on the back. So I don't know. It's visual. It's clean. And anyways, that's the site. Thanks for coming on tonight. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the trivia. I hope you enjoyed the trivia. We'll do it again next Wednesday. Tom, let's read a few more comments and then we'll get out of here. Tom, man, thanks for coming by and congrats on winning the Simpson. It's going to a Bills fan, going home to Buffalo. Tom, what a weird time for you in the 90s. I mean, you were probably I don't know how old you are, but I'm guessing you watched OJ Simpson. He came in the league in 70. I think so. Maybe I'm aging you. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think you did watch OJ Simpson. So how weird of a time in the 90s. My dad was born in 56. So OJ Simpson was a part of his teenage years. It was a big deal to my dad when that happened. Injuries definitely change. Mike Trout doesn't have a lot of rookie cards, and as a matter of fact, he's on the hobby score. Let's check it out. He doesn't have a lot of rookie cards, and the rookie cards are low pop count. So Mike Trout was someone on and he was going to be a legend. I think that legend status is somewhat gone now, unfortunately. But and his rookie cards are low pop count. He doesn't have a lot of rookie cards. He was a great target. Oh, I don't have Mike Trout done. You can see though, I mean, he has six or seven most, and some of these are just very, very low pop count, but him getting hurt the second half of his career just ruined it. I mean, it really ruined the trajectory of his cards. Time is it? My time, it's 7:20 East Coast time. Tom's time, I guess it's 10:20. Any last thoughts? Anything else I want to read here? Feel late to guys like Judge or Ohtani because worry about health. Ohtani, Judge, sure. Judge, I'm not sure. I think Judge is still good, but long term. Ohtani, because of the pitching and hitting, that can't be taken away. It's already happened. His 50 stolen bases and 50 home runs is in the books. That can't be taken away. I mean, Aaron Judge is the all-time leader for American League, but it's not 50 home runs, 50 stolen bases. They both. Ohtani is. Got not national, world appeal. Same as Ichiro. I think Ohtani, I'm pretty solid that he's someone we'll be collecting for the test of time. Judge, I don't know. Ohtani won a World Series in LA. He played in Anaheim. He played with Trout. He played with Pujols. He has the world appeal. He's been doing it, and just no one else has pitched and hit like him. You should add Gretzky on that banner, even put his OPC rookie on the site. I have collections, and I'll end up doing a hockey collection. I don't know hockey well enough, and I know I actually have some. It's really neat. 15-20% of the viewers are not from America, Canada, Europe, all over the place. So I'll do a hockey collection. There's nothing there right now, and Gretzky will definitely be one of those in the hockey collection that I add. Some of the other collections of boxing, extreme sports, Star Wars. I haven't done these yet though. Tennis, golf. So eventually the hockey won't be as big as the MLB or NBA page, but there'll be a hockey page, and Gretzky is definitely going to be the first card I do on that page. Where are you guys from? That's always I don't normally get a lot of responses to that question. I think he might have left. Justin, I think his name's from Texas. Always curious where everyone's from. But that's definitely a winding down question. So thank you for being here, Gordie Howe, Lemieux, or sure, definitely. Thank you for playing the game. The game was really a blast. I hope you enjoyed it. Any comments to make it better? Anything that you liked? Any feedback for me moving into the next one? We'll give away the Riddler on Wednesday. Rhode Island, tiny state. Nevada is not a tiny state, but population, it's right there because everyone just lives in Vegas. Everything else is a desert. Uncle Joey, thanks for stopping by. New Jersey, a lot of East Coast. It's late there. I'm sure you're winding down your day. Tomorrow I'm going to Summer League, so that'll be a lot of fun. And then Saturday I leave for Texas. I have another body cam video coming out soon, and then we'll do. I'm waiting for a few more of those fake cards from China, and I'll end up doing a fake card. And then I'd love to mix in more sports. I really like that video I did last week with the crazy week with the girl fighter and the Jake Paul stuff. That was fun for me. Anyways, guys, thanks for coming. We're in here an hour and a half. It was a lot of fun. I look forward to next week. Wednesday, the day after, Sports Card Radio will be live. Tuesday is Off-Centered. For those guys, give them a little shout out. Mike Ham was here. I think he's probably gone at this point, but thanks for playing. Thanks for stopping by. And I'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a good night.